In this video tutorial, we will see how you can create and manage content libraries in RecurPost. RecurPost is a great tool to share evergreen content to social platforms. And to do so, we have devised what we call libraries. Libraries are like folders on your computer. They organize the content not only based on a particular theme or subject, but also by the frequency with which you would like the post to get published to your social platforms. In RecurPost, we have three kinds of libraries: a recurring library, a one-time use library, and a seasonal library. To get a better understanding of how these libraries work, let's head over to the libraries section. To create a library, from the libraries page, click on Add Library. Here, please note that you'll first be asked or prompted to enter the name of your library. For instance, for the sake of this video tutorial, I'm just going to name this library as a recurring library, because what I would like to demonstrate to you is to create a recurring library. Next, if you like, you can choose a color for your library. And next, please note that by default, RecurPost takes a library to be a recurring library. Here, as you can see, if you'd like to create a one-time use library, simply turn on the toggle besides one-time use library. And if you'd like to create a seasonal library, simply turn on the toggle besides seasonal library. More on that later. Let me turn off the toggle and click on Add Library. As you can see that this particular library has been created. Next, let's go ahead and add a post. Please note that RecurPost allows you to add posts using various ways. One is add a post individually. Next is add content in bulk, either images or videos, directly from your computer. You may also create a CSV file and import it directly into a library. Import from a website, for example, using RSS feeds. And if you like to import content from any of your social platforms, for instance, a Facebook page or an Instagram business profile, then RecurPost does allow you to import content from your various social platforms. Let me go ahead and add a post to this library. Let me add content to it. Let me go ahead and add a video to this particular post. As you can see that this particular post is now ready. What I'll do is I'll hit on the Add to Library button. As you can see that this post has been already added. The next process is to create time slots to determine when this particular post would get published onto the social platforms. To do so, click on Add Recurring Time Slots. On the left-hand side, you'll see a list of all the social platforms that you integrated or connected into your RecurPost account. Let me go ahead and select a few social platforms. After selecting the social platforms, the next step is to choose the days of the week or dates of the month to schedule the content on. Please also note that RecurPost also allows you to choose certain days of the month, for instance, first Monday of each month or third Thursday of each month to have the posts scheduled on. For the purpose of this video tutorial, let me go ahead and select weekly time slots. I'll go ahead and select all the days of the week and then turn on the toggle that states auto schedule for best time. Our internal algorithm studies the engagements on your posts and chooses a best time to have your posts scheduled on. Okay, so once you schedule your content, next would be to add the time slot button. And here you can see that this particular library has one post and it has time slots created for every day of the week to be published on my Facebook page, my Twitter profile, my LinkedIn profile, and my Instagram business profile. So this was about recurring library. The next kind of library is the one-time use library. Let me go ahead and library to create a one-time use library. To create a one-time use library, first I'll just provide a name and next would turn on the toggle besides one-time use library. Okay, once I do that, and I'll simply click on save button over here. Now a one-time use library is a library that you can use to share time-sensitive materials such as current news or trending items such as any offers that you're running that are time-sensitive in nature. Okay, please note that a one-time use library will be designated with this particular icon with number one being indicated for these kind of libraries. Okay, so what would happen is once I create time slots for this library, this content would get published onto my social platforms. Once this post gets published, this particular post would then get transferred to my expired content library, which would mean that this post would only go out once, after which it would get expired automatically. Okay. So this was the concept of one-time use library. The other type of library that you can create is a seasonal library. To create a seasonal library, I'll just go ahead and edit this library and I'll just change the name of this library. So this is a seasonal library. Seasonal libraries are used to share content that are seasonal in nature. For instance, seasonal promotions that you are running during Christmas or Thanksgiving. Okay. For seasonal libraries, you can create either recurring seasonal libraries or one-time use library. The difference is that if a seasonal library is created on a one-time basis, the content would be shared only once. But if it's a recurring seasonal library, the content would keep on recycling every season. For instance, once you create a seasonal library, first you'll be asked to state the date on which you'd like to have this library start posting on. Let me go ahead and choose the Christmas season. I want this library to start posting from December 15th, and I would like this library to stop posting on 31st of December. Okay, so essentially what this would mean is come every 15th of December, this library would start posting contents from this library, and come 31st of December, this library would become inactive after posting for one last time. Once I do that, I'll just simply click on the save button. Once I create this library would be indicated by a snowflake icon besides the library name. So this was the process of creating multiple kinds of libraries in RecurPost. I hope this video tutorial was helpful. If you have any queries, please reach out to us on support@recurpost.com. Thank you.